Hello guys. Today we'll be talking about how to design a website, and today we'll be designing a full website on education. So if you have a school and you're looking to design an online school for your project, this website project we want to do today is going to help you build your own online school. You're looking to build any learning management system. This course is going to help you build your own website. So this is a full course on how to build your own LMS website. You want to create an online course. You want to create so many other things like students, instructors, and you want to have total control over your pages, over your school. You want to know the number of students you have, the number of instructor, the kind of courses people should offer, and a lot of stuff like that. Everything you ever need to start on run your own educational website, you will get it from this course. So we are going to be designing this website with WordPress, and we are going to be using a premium themes to do this. To get the best out of our design, I recommend you to follow me while I do this. So let's go to install. We're going to be installing this on FX Trade, which is going to be the domain, and it's live that we're going to be using. Currently, we don't have anything in our directory on our cPanel. And before you come to this course, I must have I assume that you understand what is cPanel. You know what is cPanel. You understand what is domain and hosting, because these are the things you need to know before you can actually go on this course. You need to understand what is domain, what is hosting. You need to have your own domain and you need to have your own hosting. So this is what the hosting will give you. We give you a cPanel where you can upload all your files, where you can install all your files and every other thing that you need to build your websites. So now that I have my cPanel, now that you have your cPanel, now that you have your domain and hosting, now we are going to install our educational system right on the server now. So if you want to learn more about domain and hosting, where you can buy an reliable domain and hosting, you can DM me or you can drop me a message and I will quickly respond to you ASAP. And you can watch my other videos as well if you're interested in how to create a website, how to build your own domain, and how to get your own hosting. Thank you. So let's get started to today's lecture. All right, so this is my cPanel. So I will be looking for so let's say SoftClause WordPress Manager by SoftClause. As you can see, it's either you search from here or you scroll down and you see WordPress Manager by SoftClause. Click on any of the two. So I will click on here. So I'll wait for my SoftClause to come on. So I already built an e-commerce project on FX Trade before. So I'll be using that same domain to build an online school. So now I've removed it. So I will just clear this SoftClause installation. I will just remove it. So removing this, I will have to remove it from the directory and remove installation. Okay, so I'll be removing it completely. So this is just in seconds gone. So I will return to WordPress management. Now, if you are just starting out, this is what you will see. You will not see the previous one. You're just starting out, this is what you will see. Install new copy, click on install a new copy. And if you already have one, you can click on install new. So right now, I have multiple domain on this domain. I have different domain, as you can see, I have different domain on this hosting. So right now, I want to install on fxtrade.com, right? So this is fxtrade.com. It's already installed on my domain, on my hosting account, and this is my fxtrade.com. This is where I can access it. So now, after this, I will just make sure that I'm on HTTPS PPS for my domain, and then in this directory, I can leave the directory and create it in this FX and the new version of WordPress that I'll be using is version 6.11. All right, so this is the fastest way for you to create your WordPress website. And just a click of a button, your WordPress website will just be ready in just a second. So what is the site name? Let's say EdTech. So we're going to say EdTech School, Educational Technology School. That's nonsense, bullshit. So I can say education is key. So I will create an account. The username is going to be testing. And then the password, let me just come to this password and click on copy. So I'll be using this password right here. And then this email should be going to fxafestrade.com@gmail.com. So since I already have this Gmail account, I will just redirect the best admin email to that. And what else am I needing? So backup daily, you can select this plugin, you can leave it the way it is. Click on advanced options to set your database. And database is very important in you building your own website. If you don't have a database set up, you won't be able to create your own website, right? So now all you need to do is click on advanced, and your database, I will just select it to FX Trade. You can say FX School. In this sense, I can say FX School. So I'll copy this and just so replace it right here. So you see what I'm saying now, because this you need to keep it so that by the time you are in need of it later, you might need it. But I think since we're using this automatic installation for WordPress to make things easier and faster, you may not need to keep it. Always keep your database details. It's very, very important. So this is the database we're using now. As you can see, okay, we have it's Femsify_. So I think that's our database, Femsify_ FS School. All right, as you can see. Now WPIS, we can change it to FX Trade username. That okay, for table prefix, can just put it that way. Okay, table prefix, let's just say Femsify School, right? Okay, so table prefix, click on advanced, table prefix, copy this, table prefix, copy, make sure you keep it safe. And okay, so what else again? Okay, disable auto update notification. You can disable this if that is what you want. The database name cannot be greater than 7 characters. Okay, cannot be greater than that means it's too much. So FX School, let's just use this, right? So FX School, change this to FX School. Note that. So after that, click on automatic update if you want to back up once a week, once a day. Don't back up. If you don't wish to back up your website, it's fine. Just select that. Backup rotation set to 4. So the 4th location, just put it on default. And then after that, select a language. And what else do you need? Select a theme. So in this, you need to select a theme. Let's say select 2023 theme. Let's select this theme. Yes. Okay. Then let's select email fxafestrade@gmail.com. Remember that email that I said I created, fxafestrade@gmail.com. Okay, so now we're done configuring our installation. So I'll just click on install. So the install will automatically boom install by itself, and we don't have to worry about installing WordPress manually or doing any other thing again like that. So right now, the next thing to do, you see now you get congratulations, software was installed successfully. Now we can quickly go to our domain now. So WordPress refresh it, everything has been installed perfectly fine. Now I have EdTech School that I edited the other time. EdTech School, the name of the website that I edited, and then this is the themes that I just installed, right? So now you see on our website now we don't have anything serious right now. We just have a couple of something that's not looking cool right now. All we need to do is log into our okay, now we need to log into our WP admin. So I will right click here and open new tab. So this will take me to my dashboard, and then come here. If you refresh this your directory now, WordPress has been automatically installed on your website. This is cool, right? So let's go to the dashboard of our new installation that we just right click on, and as you can see You have Ed School, and this is where our installation begins. This is where we start designing our website. Okay, so you need to go to appearance, you need to go to themes, and then the normal way I normally do this, if I'm using premium themes, the way that I do about it, the way that I go about is I go to my cPanel, I go to WP content, I go to themes, and under the themes I see so many themes like 1 to 3. Now under these themes, what you're seeing here, because if I go back again and I go to WP content, so WP content is where all the content on your WordPress file is, your plugin, your themes, your upload files, images, and every other thing goes to this content. Now click on under the themes. All the themes that came with the installation we just did are here. So if we go here to this theme, you see 2023, 2021, 2022, and that is exactly what we have right here: 2021, 2022, and 2023. So right now that we have all this, we can either add the new themes that we want to install right from here. Click on add new themes, and we click on add new themes. I'm waiting for it to load. So click on upload themes. You can now choose the themes that you want. Now in this case, we have a lot of themes. I see premium themes right there. So these are the premium themes that I have. In case if you need any of these themes, you can just drop me a DM or message me if you need any of these themes. Right now, so I am going with okay, Edumodo. Okay, so I'll be going with these themes, which is Edumodo themes. As you can see, 51 megabytes. And I have other themes. Eduma, I have Edubean, and lots like that can actually make your project really super great, right? So right now I want to install this on, so I will click on upload, right? So after clicking on upload, I want to install these themes via the cPanel because I like installing it through that. So I will click on select, and then I will look for Edubean, right? Where is Edumodo themes? Okay, so I will just click on Edumodo. Okay, let me click on this Edumodo package, Edumodo themes. Okay, so I have Edumodo themes where I have the child themes. So Edumodo child. So I'm installing Edumodo, right? And I'm also going to be installing the child. So remember, you need to install these two, because if you install the two, that is the only way your Edumodo themes can install successfully, because the Edumodo child will enhance the themes to install automatically by itself. So the reason why I'm installing through the cPanel is because if I add from these themes and I install the Edumodo just the way you've seen it right there, it's going to be installing all this demo data, and this section is not going to be accepting that. So which is why I'm going for cPanel to select it individually like that. So reload, and we have Edumodo child while the other is still uploading. Okay, so once it's turned green, that means it's completed, and so wait for it to turn green. And while we're waiting, we can go back there and click on reload. Let's say if our theme is completed, it's completed. Okay, while we wait for that, let us click on this child that we have installed. Click on extract, and after clicking on extract the files. Now you have reload. I have Edumodo child, right? Edumodo child. Delete this. We actually don't need it. Confirm. The Edumodo child is extracted. While we wait for this to finish, I don't know why it is taking. Okay, now it's done. Okay, good. So we reload. After reload, we have Edumodo zip, and then we extract this as well. And after extracting the file, we have our, let's reload. Now, Edumodo child. If you do not extract these files, they will not appear on these themes. Under appearance themes, they will never apply here. So it's because now extract it, that's why they are now showing right here. So if you mistakenly delete these files. Let's keep the file and delete it. Now we don't have the files anymore. And if you refresh this theme section, you're not going to see the Edumodel again, which means you only have the 2 zip file, but they are not yet extracted. So if you click on reload, so why is it taking time to reload? Okay, so let's click on themes, right? Sorry, my internet is a little bit slow, so I'll just open it on new tab. Let's wait for it to happen. Okay, so as you can see now, we have only 3, 1, 2, 3. We have only 3, 1, 2, 3. The other one, because they are not extracted, that's why we cannot see them. So immediately we extract them one after the other, we are going to see that folder right there representing each of these things, and then extract this and extract the file. Now if you reload, all the 2 files are going to be showing. Remember, you can delete this. Now we don't need these 2 again. They are done for what we needed them for. So we'll delete them, and after come back to these themes, click on refresh, they are gonna come, which is Edumodel. Now the next thing we need to do right now is, if we go to our domain, that is FXFS Trade, we are still having this demo, right? This is what we are still having on our website. We are not yet having what we desired to have with our educational school. So the reason why we're using these themes is because we want to have a very good design for our educational school. Now let's click on this theme details. All right, so we say education is a success. So this is what we are gonna be having. This is what I'm gonna be seeing on this front page right now after the whole website is completely loaded. So now I'll click on activate. So activating the themes. So now I'm activating the themes right now. I click on activate. Okay, so want to help make Edumodel more awesome, collect this information, can Edumodel major updates. Edumodel requires Kiki plugin to be installed for its default, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so right now that we have installed Edumodel, we need to, okay, let's click on this, and we need to install the plugins that comes with it. Let's install plugins. So we need to install all of these. That comes with Edumodel, right? So let's install all of them one after the other. So click on, select this plugin, select a plugin, click on install, and then click on apply. All right, so after clicking on apply, each and every one of these plugin will be installing by themselves. And meanwhile, while this is installing, okay, so we have everything we needed to get installed. Okay, so every plugin is installing one after the other, and when they are installing, every changes will be made here. We see everything right here. So return to your plugin and then activate every of this plugin. So click on bulk all plugin and then click on activate, apply. So wait for this plugin to activate everything once and for all. Then after the activation, we're going to have so activate installing. The following plugins were successfully activated. All these blah 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 that we need for this. And okay, then return to dashboard. So after returning to dashboard, so what's the next thing to do? Okay, so we see something like theme setup, right? So you're going to click on that theme setup and then run these themes, and we're gonna see exactly what we have. All right, So let's wait for this to load. All right, we're waiting for the dashboard to load. So let's check if we have any changes on our EdTech school. We can't have any changes yet because we've not done a demo import. Let's go to the dashboard, and we are waiting for this to load. Okay, so we have all these, just ignore them. No thanks, just ignore all of them. Okay, so now we have everything we need installed. We have theme setup, CX courses, Sensie LMS. So every plugin that we just installed, WooCommerce, Elementor, and a lot of stuff like that have been installed successfully. So now let's go to theme setup. So once we click on theme setup, it's going to take us to where we can set up our themes. Okay, so after installing the themes, this is now what we have on the home page. See, it's getting a little bit different, Edumodo 2021. Okay, education is key. Everything is kind of looking good for now. So let's just go to themes, then click on start. Remember that child themes we installed the other time, which I said was very important. Now we need to install it. So install child completely. Okay, so after that, we need to install all the necessary plugins. This is what we were supposed to do before, but then we have already done it using that manual method. All installed. Every plugins that was supposed to be installed with this theme installer has been installed previously the other time. Just click on next. We are all set. Now we need to import the demo, and so let's say University 1. So you may be, what is University version 1? So let's go to our premium themes, this section. Now just go back. Domain data. Okay, so demos. Now we have demo 1. If we look at this demo 1, we have a screenshot of this demo 1. Let's view this screenshot of this demo 1. So all the demo that you see the other time, that what you're seeing here, University 1, you see we have demo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see them right here. So this is demo 1. If we import this first one, this is what we are going to be getting in front of our home page. If we actually select demo 2, let's do view large content, we are going to be getting this design. This design. If we do demo 3, so every demo comes with different, you see, we have this. Okay, so for now, I will just go with, let's pick University. So now we choose University version 1, and then we're going to import. So after finishing the imports, the whole thing is going to be done. And after it is done, we're going to have a very cool setup right here. So let us view the University 1 that we just imported. So we go to our domain, and voila. So this is our new themes that was imported, the University 1. So the next thing we need to do now is to just edit this to our preferences. Now we have a very cool website and all the courses. And so let's check out the courses. Let's click on this course. So let's see how they work, and then you see students can enroll to this course. As you can see, you can edit all of this, and let's click on enroll to this course, and complete freelancing. Okay, so this is just testing courses, right? So all we need to do is now go back to our dashboard and then try to customize all of this. So all done, have fun. You can visit our website. After that is installed, this is what you will see. And then you come to your website, you see and either view your website, and then or click on start customizing. So I will click on start customizing, then open the website on a new tab, and then leave our dashboard right here so that we can start seeing what are the things we need to set. Okay, so right now I see apply now. If you look at this bottom right here, where I click on apply now, I'm getting this H as in front of everyservice.com, which means this link is not clicking to anywhere. So, and this link is supposed to be clicking to apply now, maybe apply to something, and so we need to edit all of these files, and then we can edit this with Elementor. Remember when we were installing the importing the demo through the themes itself, we imported Elementor plugin, and then that Elementor plugin we're gonna have to use it to edit this text right here. So we can click on edit Elementor, and then let's go to the customizing section. Let's see if it's loading, and let's see what we can do with okay, so let's go to our dashboard. This is where all our courses is, and then there's something called TX course. We have all course, we have teacher, and then these are if you want to add new teachers. Let's click on all teacher. So if you want to add more teachers to your WordPress team, you can go to that teachers. If you want to send notice to all the students, you can use this category. And then Sensie LMS is offering the same thing as the LearnPress plugin. Sensie LMS, LearnPress, they are both offering the same thing. See courses, modules, lesson, questions, student, and all like that. So this Sensie LMS, if you prefer to use this plugin and to use this setup for your website, then you can actually use this Sensie plugin. And if you decided to use LearnPress, you can use this LearnPress because it has its own add-on as well. You see quizzes, tags. So different plugins have different functionalities. So Sensie LMS have a way where you can create your courses as well, modules, lessons, and questions. LearnPress also has lessons, quizzes, questions, and all of that. But on Sensie, we could see that we have groups. If you want to allow group study, and you can go to settings, but now we can go to tools as well to make a lot of changes. But now LearnPress comes with a lot of add-ons that you can install, and it can give you more advantages to whatever you're trying to build. So in this case, I recommend you to go with LearnPress. And we have another one, TX course. This teams automatically create a section for you to add new TLS course. So you have different ways in which you can create courses for this particular website. So if you are the type that wants to build, this kind of school website for any business or company, I recommend you to use this theme, and it's going to serve all your purposes. So you can go to site settings. Under site settings, you can change the name of the company. Let's say education is key, right? Is what we use a EdTech school. We can change it to, let's say, testing EdTech. As you can see, as I'm typing it, it's changing right here. So I'll just leave it at EdTech school. And then with this, after you're done, you can publish this. And then again, learning mode Sensie. Okay, so this is under the Sensie learning mode plugin that I showed you earlier right here. If you're using this, so the way you can select the color, change the color, is where you can select it. And also you can change your menu. So let's say we have on our primary menu, we do not have any items on our primary menu right now, but we can select, let's try and add new items. So let's add on our menu, so we're gonna add let's say courses from, okay, I'll firstly add home, right? And then I'll add blog, then I will add become a teacher, and then also I will add all courses, and also I will add about us if we have about us. So I can just search for about. So if about is on the pages list, we're gonna just add that there. And if about us is not there, then we definitely go to our dashboard right here, go to pages, go to pages. Where is pages? Go to pages right here. Then we can add new pages, and then that page that we added, we can actually add it here. Now I think we have about us page, so I will just select about us page, and then let's look for contact us as well. So these are the most essential pages we need for a website: an about us, contact us page, FAQs. These are very, very important for a website. And as you can see, the more I'm adding this menu, they are all showing right here. So all your menu are going to be showing on the website. Initially, when we did not have anything, we were not having all this menu. That was why you were not seeing it. So we do not have any FAQ right here, so I will just leave it right here. So one thing that I want to show you again is let me just okay, let's say if we want to display teachers, any teacher we want to display, we can just add teacher archives like that. So this teacher archives will display every teachers on the platform. So it's going to be right here. So I can move it up right here. After become a teacher, we can say teacher archives, or we can say that we want this teacher archives to be won't become a teacher to be under teacher archives. So if I publish this, file, so everything is going to be showing right here. So now there's one thing again that I want to show you, and that is this teacher archives can go under become a teacher. So if it is like this, become a teacher, it means whenever I click on become a teacher, this will drop down, become a teacher. So that is all courses, teacher archives. So I think it's still loading. So let's wait for that to load. And let's say about us, we have about us, we have contact us. So this is going to be under about us. This is still loading, that's why it's not yet working. So this way you can, you can select a drop down, but when you overrun this, another menu drops down. So this is typically how you're gonna do it. Is that you drag them, understand? So let's quickly go to, let's see if we have any contact form. Okay, we have a contact form, but this case, this Teams is giving us WP form as our default form for user registration and all. And also we can also go to settings. Let's go to the general settings. Let's take a good look at the settings we can make on our Teams. So while doing that, okay, so this is still publishing. Okay, so this is how it will look on mobile version, and this is how it will look on desktop version. Okay, really cool. Tab version, this is how it will look. You can make your edit based on this, the way you want your edit to be, and also you can change to mobile version depending on your choices anyways. So okay, so on our customize, what we're gonna do is all these menu have been prefilled right here. So if you don't want this menu, you can actually just remove them one after the other. You can click on cancel, teacher archives, and then teacher archives will be gone from here. And then now, so all the sub menu that I was explaining to you guys the other time is actually this. But you can move this to under the page you want it to be, so it will just be like an over around it. So if we look at our, okay, so now this is what I'm talking about. You see the drop down is coming, so this is as a result of the drop down that we have. And then all the demo import that we've imported all the time, Okay, so we have home version 1, home version 2, and languages. So if we scroll down home, if we like this home version 1 themes, if we like it, we go with it. If it is version 2 we like, we can switch to the version 2. And if it is the version 3 we like, we can switch to the version 3. And that is how we can set our menu. And then, so our widget, so that is whatever it is on our footer, we can select our footer, put our footer to anything we want. Currently now we have this footer, and that is you can check them under footer. We have footer 1, we have footer 2. As you can see, we have different type of footer, and then they are on, on block formats. So let's wait for it to load. So about us, quick links, changing of numbers, everything. As you can see, when I up around this, it says click on edit widget. So if I click on this about us, to take me to the about us widget, which is obviously footer 1. So whatever we change here, let's say edtech, whatever we change here, we make it fit right here, and that is how you can edit everything or anything you want to edit on your footer. After you do that, you can click on publish. So the next thing now is let's go to our home page. This is our customizing, and let's go to our home page, and this is our home page. This is where we use our Elementor to edit our home page. So our Elementor is completely loaded, so we can edit each and every one of these. Like immediately I'm clicking on this, you can see that this option is giving me this option to edit all this. So if I click on this, it's going to bring the University of Life, and I can change it to University of Hours. So this is how you can make changes. After you make your changes, you update it, and this is how you will do all of this that you wish to do with your see edtech. This has changed, and this house, this is how you're going to make your changes. And not to forget, again, I would like to show you the users. Okay, let's go to our home page. Let's say FX Surface Trade. So quickly wants to see some things, and on our home page, okay, let's say we have my account, which was added under my customization to add an account. So because I am logged in right here, so I can see my account right here. But right now I don't want to do that. I can just let me just open a new tab and click on FX Surface Trade, so that I can open it on new tab where I'm not logged in. So if I click on my account, so now that I click on my account, it's telling me to log in. But now as a user, as a student, I want to register on the platform, right? And to register, I need to input my name and do everything based on how I want to do it. But on this, we don't have section for registration. Even if I said I want to become a teacher, it's taking me to please log in request. And this is not what I want to do, because I want to be registered. And clicking on login request, please log in, is taking me to these other pages. Now how do I actually work on this? Then all I will recommend for you is to go to plugin and then add a new plugin, right? Go to plugins and then add a new plugin called contact form. Okay, so we are going to install contact form 7, and then immediately we install it, we are going to activate it. And what we are going to be doing on this contact form 7 is to create our user registration, whereby users can register on the platform. When I mean users, I'm talking about students. Okay, so now that this plugin is activated, we can now create our first form for our users, and then create the plugin, create the contact form, and then add it on a page, and then submit that page on the home page on our website. So what I will do now is go to contact. Now that I have installed it, I have contacts. You can create contact form. And now let's click on contact form. Let's see what we have. So we may have some demo contact form right there. So after that, we do not, okay, we have a demo, and we click edit. I can see the demo right there. So your name, your email address, your subject, and your message. Okay, so this is the default one. So this is my, so now if I want to populate this form on my own page where user can see it, all I need to do is to go to pages. Let's go to our home page. So let's go to page. Let's create a new page since we don't have a register page on our website. So we just create a new page and then we'll call that page register. And after we're creating the page, we're going to put that page on our menu where users will be able to register. Now depending on how we want our students to register for their form or something, you can customize it that way anyhow we want it in our contact form. Let's say your message, let's say your name. I'm changing this contact form, or rather I can add new contact form. Let me just leave this for now. Let me just add new contact form. So after adding new contact form, I will name this contact form student registration. All right. So creating a new contact form, student registration, and then I have my name, your name to complete, your name, your email. You have subjects now. I don't need subjects. What other information did I want to ask the student? What's let's say, just give me your username, your email, then you can request for your phone number, Now this text right here, you come here, click on tell, and then you can change this to telephone anyhow you want it. Can change it to phone, right? So, and then default value, required field is required. Use this place as a placeholder, and then we'll say input your phone number, right? So input your number and say phone number, right? Let's just say phone number. So this is going to show as a placeholder, right? So insert this tag, and I have this. I will remove this text subject and replace it with this. Now I'm having this telephone placeholder phone number, and then I will remove this entirely. I don't need a message, and then I can click on save. Now after clicking on save, this student registration form that I just created be saved, and after it's saved, it creates me a shortcode, and the shortcode, then I can use the shortcode on any pages that I just created. So copy this shortcode and paste it on your project. So I will just copy this and then go to my new page, and I will just say register student registration, right? So this is student registration portal. So I can just come down here and say this is a portal for student registration, right? So you can design it the way you want, but now I'm not going to design much, so I will just type this slash. You understand? You can do it two ways. That type slash, this is the fastest way that I normally do it. Type shortcode. You see shortcode, it brings it, copy what you copy the other time, and then publish this. And let's view our site. Okay, it is what we have on our site. So let's quickly add some courses to this section, and then let's see how we can add courses our student and take courses from this particular page. So I will just, let me edit it Elementor in one page, and let's go to our dashboard, and let's go to LearnPress. Remember LearnPress, so you go to courses, and then on these courses we're going to create new courses. So add more new courses and see how the courses will look like on our own page. Okay, so right now I will create add new courses. So let me just go back to courses. I will just click on add new courses. So under these courses, we have categories, we have tags, we have so these tags and categories will be what you want to target your courses to. And then one thing about these things that we're using is it comes with a lot of features like duration, how many time do you want the student to have access to this courses? Do you want to block content access? Do you want to allow students to purchase this course? Do you want to set fake student enroll? Maybe you want people to see that this course student already enrolled. You want to set fake student enroll and all. If you want, how many times can the students retake the courses? You can select it here. And also finish button after the student finish the course. Do you want to display it? Featured list. Do you want to add this courses to the featured list and so on like that? So page headers, upload your page header, can upload the image, can upload the page title right here. Page heading, if you want the title heading to be showing on the page, you can enable it and you see awesome features like that. And we also have curriculum where you can create different curriculum for this section. You can say let's say section 1. We can say section, this is section 1, and then after you create section 1, section 1 will be created, and then you can create multiple sections under different curriculum. So let's say your curriculum, you have different topics, you can set them right here. You can set the pricing. If you want to, let's see the select pricing, you want to set the cost, you can select it right here, how much you want to sell it. Student can see the content of all course items and tables without logging in. Okay, so if they want the students to register before they take the courses, which is exactly why we are building this website, and then we can select other things like, let's look at extra information. See, this has created, so you can select this section 1 description. You can say this course is about testing. So whatever this course is all about, you can write it here, you can type it here, and then boom, that is gonna save. And so let's go to extra information. So what are the requirements for this course? Students must be in science class. So you saw this in front end. If you want to add more, students must have a laptop. So target audience, let's say science students. Key features. So what are the things that the students will be learning in this section? Let's say features, or let's say key features, how to become a great scientist. So what are the frequently asked questions? Well, this section we put on the questions that students majorly ask in these science courses. So what do I need to become a science student? All you need is your choice and what you love doing the most. Determine this for you. It's not left to you to determine how you want to go about this. So you can add more, and more. But if this is all you got, you can just leave it as it is, and then you can just save it. So assessment, if there is going to be an evaluation with the lesson, you can set it evaluate with lesson, evaluate via results. You can set evaluate via results. You can set whatever you think you want to set. So this course's evaluation is 90. Okay, passing grade is 80%. So if a student does not have 80% in this course, this student cannot pass the course. So this is actually what you can set. Evaluate with mark, evaluate with questions, evaluate with past quizzes. If you set quizzes, you will set tests and all for this kind of courses. So this is where you can set it. An author. So what type of author? Do you have any author right now? We don't have any author registered. That means if we have an instructor, so the instructor is going to be right here, which you can set under your users and select any users that you have on your platform and set it as instructor like that. So do you have video for this course? If you don't have it, if you have it, include the video. If you don't have it, it's cool. So you can, because of this plugin, so let's say this tag is science, so we can take this course as science course. So we add this course. So let's add new category, right? So let's say this is a science course in this category, and then we add in new category, and then this is science. So automatically to create a category of science for us, and then we can go right there. So now you remember we created the section 1. Under section 1, you can create another one, section 2, like that. And under section 1, what are the things we have under section 1? We can create a new lesson. So we can say lesson 1. So after saying lesson 1, so whether we create lesson, we can also create different thing that we want, and then we can do so many things with this. We can edit these courses to see how it's looking like, and then also let's do something real cool. So this, let's, now that we have already selected, okay, we have not input our title. Let's say this is science course. So we say science course, right? So after saying science course, we can just we can preview and publish, or we can just leave it the way it is. Let's upload some header photo. So let's look at if we have any picture in our library. So just for demo, just gonna look at the images we have, and we select any one of those images. Okay, so I will select this, and I will use this file. And all right, so page title is going to be biology class. So since we are going with science, I will just stick with science class, right? Just for testing purpose. And then after that, we are done with this. We can now we are done with this, and then we can publish. Or let's look at this lesson that we edit. And okay, so lesson 1, we are editing lesson 1. We are on new course. And then we can select the duration for the lesson. Student can view this lesson without taking the course. So if we can select that as well, allow students to make comment and all like that. You can update this course, and after updating it, whatever you type in there, whatever video you put in there, whatever things you put in there, it's gonna be updated, right? So we can just go back to our courses, and then we can just publish this course, right? So let's wait for this course to be published, and then let's view what we have. So this is how you can set your course for your school website. You're going to be using these themes for your project. So let's wait for this to publish, and check. And let's open the quizzes so that we can add quizzes to these courses. Let's create some quizzes. So we create some questions and all like that, and then we call it a day on this particular course. Okay, so let's go to courses, quizzes. Let's add some quiz. We don't have any quiz right now, so we can just say, quiz. So let's add new quiz real quick. So let's say science quiz. So after saying science quiz, we can type the question. Type here to search for a question. So let's add a question, right? So let's look at what we have right here. Passing grade 80% allows them to immediately check their answers while doing the quiz. No, we can't allow that. Negative marking for each question that student answer wrongly, the total point is deducted from the user's point. Okay, so if you want that, you can do that. For each question that student answers, if the total point is deducted, they can select this. How many times do you want the student to take this quiz and select this? How many pagination do you want this quiz to have based on how many questions we have? Show the correct answer. We want the student to know the correct answer for the courses they are taking. Fine, you can go with that. Okay, so let's quickly add some. So we're going to add some. Let's add new course. Okay. I think we need to go to the questions. So let's go to the question right here. So we create the question first. Okay, so let's create the question first. If we don't create the question, we can select the quiz. So that's how this theme is built. That's how it is being built. So use it that way. So let's create our first question. And then our first question will be, let's say, science title. We say science question. Science question. Right? Science question. And then we can say this is first question. Right? Okay, so let's add our question, right? So for questions 1, what are we going to ask? We're going to look for, okay, we have true or false, multiple choice, single, blah, blah. So this is how we want our answers to be. So this is our first question. It will now be, let's say, what is science? We can ask what is science, yeah? Right, so after asking what is science, you can put your answer here to be true or false, or you can change it to multi-choice, that we can have different options, or we can take single choice whereby you can only select one option, right? Because if you select multi-choice, that means this answer, they can select 2 answers or 3 answers. So if you select single choice, they can only select 1 answer. So let's say science is great. Science for life. So let's say science is science. Okay, so how many points do you want the users to get, the students to get for this? You can set 200 points and give them an hint. You can give them explanation for the student to be able to get the answers, like a cheat or something. So now this that I selected, you see, that I selected, I am saying that this thing that I selected, this button, this is the answer, right? So if students select this, science is class, that means that answer is correct. If I want to add new answer to this, I can add new answer. If I want to delete, I can delete this answer that I don't want it, right? So that is how this thing is done. So question tag, let's say science, right? So let's add the tag, and then so this assign is not assigned yet. Okay, so let's save that question. Now we have saved the question. So let's refresh our quizzes. After we refresh our quizzes, we should be able to access our questions now. Question that we just created, we can actually access it now. The other time we cannot access it. So right now, select science. Science quiz. So on these questions, we create as many questions as possible as we want to create, and then the tags will be based on different questions for different courses so that you can easily navigate to that particular questions you're trying to ask. So now let's science quiz. So they said create a new question. Okay, so let's select our first question from the list. We have a science question, right? Add it. So this science question, okay, so this science question, we have selected it because we have already created it, and from there we can edit this, and then we can just publish. So after publish, we can preview this. Let's preview this course. Let's preview this quiz. Let's see how it looks like. So science quiz. Okay, so this is what we have. We are not seeing any questions, so let's edit. Why are we not seeing any questions? Science question, we have selected one question. Duration says 0.1 minutes greater than 80 minutes. Let's look at why is permanent reliability item is already assigned to a course. Okay, so let's go to a course. Okay, let's go to this course, right? So let's go to this course. Let's assign this quiz to the course. Let's say science course, so that we created earlier the other time right here. So remember, these courses we created. So let's quickly edit the course and then let's add that quiz to it. And how do we add quiz to our courses? What we need to do now is on this courses, we need to assign our quiz to this course. So let's say this section 1 I just created, we have lesson 1 under our curriculum. That's section 1, lesson 1. And under lesson 1, what we have done, we created our courses on lesson 1, our text and everything. And then we need to add quiz to this section. So we can go to the quiz, select quiz 1, and then add the quiz to the course. So which means we have a curriculum, we have section 1, we have lesson 1 under section 1, and then we have our quiz under lesson. This is how we can do it. And then after that is done, we can update, right? So after update, we can view this course. Let's see what we have. So let's view this course somewhere. Okay, so we have courses, science course. Okay, so everything that we have made changes to on these courses is here right now. So we have 10 weeks that we set, all levels, all lesson, all quiz, 0 students. That's because we set 0 students. So what are the requirements? Students must be in science class. The review how to become a great scientist. Target audience as science students. So an overview will be an overview that you will set from your course. You can, so this is your settings. So an overview, put an overview right here. So the curriculum will follow based on the lesson and one question. Structure, which is testing and FAQs. What do I need to become a science student? Which was what we did the other time, and reviews. So now, student can preview this course, right? This lesson content is empty. We don't have anything there. Fine, that's because we have not put anything. But on the science quiz, we have just one quiz, right? Remember, the only one quiz that we added the other time. So we can click on Start Quiz. Please go into this course before you can select this course. So, okay, so let's go back and enroll for this course. So let's say since the course is free, so since the course is free, we can start now. Congrats, you have enrolled for this course, and then it means we can now access our quiz. So let's start the quiz, and then on the science question, what is science? Science is great. Science is science. If we get the answer correctly, we will say 80% we passed. But if our answer is not correct, it means I usually want to submit. Yes, I want to submit 80%, and that's my score. I passed. So this is how you can set your quiz, and this is how you can set your test for your online schools. I hope this seems to help you on what you're trying to build. And if you have any other question, you can just drop it in my DMs. So, Elementor, I've explained how you can use Elementor to design your page, which is something you definitely will want to look at or work on. So you can click on any of this. Now you can edit your changes, and as you are editing, it changes, which is what I have shown you before. So thank you so much. And I will still update another course on how to build a website with another premium theme. So if you like this video, comment. If you don't like this video, drop your comment. And then if you need more knowledge on this particular video, please feel free to drop it in my comments or reach out to me. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video.